Mighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, who knows all the secrets of human progress. Today, I have been given a topic, and the name of the topic is viscosity and vapor pressure. Viscosity is often referred as the resistance to flow of a liquid, or the total thickness of a liquid or of a fluid. Okay, so there are so many liquids, so many fluids having different rates to flow, different rates of viscosity. How they flows. There are three factors. We also learn about the reasons that why it flows slowly and why it flows fast. There are three reasons affecting viscosity. On number one, there is intermolecular attraction. On number two, temperature, and on number three, hydrogen bonding. I'll brief these three factors. On number one, there is how intermolecular attraction affects viscosity. Intermolecular attraction is that attraction which exists or which lies between the molecules, from one molecule to second molecule. Okay, so as here is written, intermolecular attraction is that attraction which exists between molecules of a fluid. Those molecules having strong intermolecular attraction are more viscous, and those molecules having low intermolecular attraction are low viscous. So this is the main reason. First of all, this is the main reason that why viscosity exists between the molecules. On number two, there is temperature. How temperature affects viscosity? Temperature affects viscosity in such a way that when we increase temperature, there will be gap between the molecules. The gap between the molecules will break down, will cause the breakdown between the intermolecular attraction, and will cause the free space between the molecules. Why the solid don't flow? There is the solid reason, temperature. There is solid reason, intermolecular attraction. Intermolecular attraction is the main reason that depends that which liquid or which fluid or which solid or which state of matter have to flow or which should not. Okay. If you talk about temperature, temperature is directly proportional to viscosity. Temperature is inversely proportional to viscosity. When we increase temperature, the viscosity will decrease. But when we decrease temperature, the viscosity will increase. As we take the example of honey. When we keep honey in the fridge, and after we'll observe that honey will become viscous. It will flow slowly. But when we heat it or when we put it in normal atmospheric pressure or normal atmosphere, it will flow slightly fast. So this is the main reason. It is inversely proportional to viscosity. And hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding results in strong forces between the molecules. Hydrogen bonding doesn't exist between all the fluids or all the liquids. But on those, this is an optional factor. An optional factor affecting viscosity. Hydrogen bond results in strong forces between the molecules. The molecules tend to stick to another. In this thickness, this makes the molecules less likely to move freely and less likely to flow. Actually, the word bond is not suitable for hydrogen. Hydrogen is not such a kind of bond. It is a force. It is a force of resistance to flow of a liquid or to flow or for anything. Okay. Now we'll talk about some quantitative definition of viscosity. The unit of viscosity is poise in CGS system, centigram in second. In CGS system, it is poise, and 1 poise is equal to 1 gram per second. And 1 gram per centimeter. Okay. And in SI system international, it is equal, or system international is also referred as MK system, meter kilogram per second. In SI system, the unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square. Okay. Most of the time, the poise unit is used. Okay. Is there any question or any confusion about viscosity?
Yes. When you say the temperature is affecting the viscosity, but at the same time, when we take water and honey and we increase the temperature for both at the same time, when we give 50 degrees centigrade to both, then the viscosity of both is not equal. Why?
It is not equal. Okay. Generally, honey is more viscous than water. Honey is more viscous than water. I didn't compare the two things or the two fluids. Okay. Honey is more viscous than water. If we flow honey and water at the same time, there, no matter that we increase temperature or we decrease temperature, on normal temperature, when we flow the honey and water at the same time, water will have low viscosity and you will have high viscosity. So this is the main reason intermolecular attraction.
Go ahead. Vapor pressure.
Vapor pressure. It is defined as the pressure exerted by the vapors when they are in equilibrium with liquid phase. I don't have board, but I'll just tell you. When the rate of evaporation and the rate of condensation becomes equal in a container, then the vapor exerts pressure that causes some damagement of some kind of store. Okay, so vapor pressure, for example, if we take a container having water, and I have just given temperature to that container, there will be two processes existing in that container. Number one, evaporation, and number two, condensation. We all have noticed that when we put, and one more thing, the vapor pressure will only exist in the closed system. There should be a closed system. When you put a head on any of the water container, we see that some of the water drops are stick to the head of the container. Why? That is the process called condensation. First, the water evaporates. When the water evaporates, then it condenses. It strikes the head of the container and condenses back. So this is the process evaporation and condensation. When these both processes become in equilibrium position, when those processes becomes equal, then the vapors exert pressure on the container. Evaporation and condensation, as I have described, evaporation means change of state to solid from gas, from liquid to gas, and condensation from gas to liquid again. Both are the inverse or the reverse processes. Condensation is the reverse process of evaporation, and evaporation is the reverse process of condensation. Okay. Taking example of vapor pressure to external pressure. If you take example of water, that's how it boils. When vapor pressure or internal pressure of a liquid is equal to external pressure or atmospheric pressure, the water starts boiling. But what happens on amplitude? What happens on height? On Mount Everest, the boiling point of water is 76 degrees Celsius. But on Earth, on normal atmospheric pressure, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Why? What is the main reason behind that? Yes.
Boiling point of water. Because the atmospheric pressure on Earth's surface is higher than energy.
That's the right answer. Okay. Then due to lower atmospheric pressure at height, as you have described, when the vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, as we have learned, the water starts boiling. But how we goes on height, the atmospheric pressure becomes lower and lower. On Mount Everest, there is low atmospheric pressure as compared to ground state. When we start boiling the water on Mount Everest, it will boil quickly. Okay. It will boil quickly. Why? Because there is low atmospheric pressure. The vapor pressure or the internal pressure of a liquid or of a container will become quickly equal to the atmospheric pressure. That causes the boiling of water quicker than the ground state. Quicker than the ground state. And on 76 degrees Celsius, it is boiled.
Yeah, repeat this again. Why it is
Okay. Wait. If you take the example that why the water boils on the height, why the boiling point of the water on the height is 76 degrees Celsius and on the earth 100 degrees Celsius. The main reason is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is, there is 1 atm atmospheric pressure on earth on ground state, and 1 atm is equal to 14.7 psi. Okay. this is the normal atmospheric pressure. But when we goes on height, we goes on amplitude, the atmospheric pressure becomes lower. Okay, as we have learned that when vapor pressure or internal pressure of a liquid, of a container, of a liquid which exists in the container becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, then the water will start boiling. But when we go, when we go on the height, the atmospheric pressure is lower as compared to ground state. Okay, so it will the vapor pressure and internal pressure will become quickly equal as compared to ground state to the atmospheric pressure. That causes the intense. Yes.
Can you calculate that the boiling point of water is 76 degrees centigrade on height? What will be the atmospheric pressure there?
Atmospheric pressure there.
Can you calculate? Because the atmospheric pressure on Earth when is 14.7, the water boiling point is 100. But when the boiling point of water
Is
76 degrees centigrade, what will be the atmospheric pressure there?
Okay.
There will be some calculation of it.
Yes, of course, there will be some calculation, but that doesn't exist in our book in first year. But I'll just get an extra knowledge.
Need
Go
to
ahead.
take some
Is it
time.
okay? Is it end?
No, it's not like that. There's some compilation between. I have to compile some information. And that's it. Is there any question? Any query?
Okay, good. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Improve and try to add some more material in your presentation. And go ahead.